What is going on, boys and girls? My name is Orb, and welcome to a video which I'm going to record 2 a.m. in the morning, or in the, I don't know, during the night. I don't know what you prefer really, but yes, it is 2 a.m. That is an accurate statement. It is 2 a.m. and I've been thinking. And before we get into the topic of conversation this evening, let me just mention something that I feel is interesting, and I want to kind of just check this with you guys if you are the same way. But I don't know, during the nighttime, I tend to focus a lot more on my thinking and my thoughts on life. I try to look at the big picture. I'm trying to answer a lot of questions that is not, oh, how to get better at Call of Duty. I try to have a broader mind during the night, and I don't know why this is. I don't know if you have the same way, but please let me know in the comment section below. It would be hilarious if I don't know, it would be weird if it's only me, but I'm guessing hopefully there's some other night people out there. I tend to have a very messed up sleep schedule. You guys that follow me on Twitter definitely know this, that I sometimes wake up late in the afternoon, and sometimes I wake up way early. It all kind of depends on my sleeping schedule, but yeah, it tends to be messed up, and I tend to do a lot of thinking, and that is what I've been doing today, which is I'm trying to grasp the question of what is your biggest fear in life. And I've been trying to look at my own perspective, and I'm trying to actually ask you guys on Twitter as well. And I love Twitter. I love Twitter for like the insta feedback, insta replies you can get with putting out a tweet, and then just in seconds I put up, what is your biggest fear? And somebody instantly said, oh, losing a family member or something tragic like that. Some people took a more I don't know, comedic route, and was saying, oh, if I don't get that double MOAB, or some guy said, oh, if I play against you in Call of Duty, which obviously they are joking around, and that's absolutely fine. I feel like we deal with uncomfortable situations and thoughts differently. Some people like to crack jokes, some people like to straight up just give you a response. Losing a family member, which is of course very tragic. I feel like we all deal with the question different. And I love that. I love that we all have different mindsets and different thought patterns when it comes to this and comes to everything in life, because it makes this so much more interesting. And always, obviously talking to people and getting a feel for their trials and tribulations may make you realize that, hey, my problems are not so bad. And I love that so many people replied to that tweet. I love that so many people gave me their fears in life, because I feel like it makes me realize that it's not only me that have fears in life. I feel like sometimes you always get in this mindset that, oh, this is a problem with me. It doesn't have to be your biggest fear in life. It can be anything, obsessing about a certain weight or anything in life. It's a very broad question, and I feel like getting that feedback and getting those answers to make you realize that, hey, I'm not the only one having problems in life. I'm not the only one having thinking about this, or, oh, this guy has a way bigger problem than me, and it all puts it in perspective for you, and I love that. But yeah, I asked you guys on Twitter, as I said. Some people gave humorous responses, some people were very serious, and I kind of looked at all the replies, and I kind of looked at my own life. And something I've been thinking about lately is, what am I doing with my life, and what is my biggest fear in life? Because obviously when you ask the question, what is my biggest fear in life, it's all going to be very subjective, and it's all going to be, I think it brings forth more questions than it answers. So it's going to be, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of life? If you what is your biggest fear? How can you know your biggest fear if you don't know the purpose? If you fail your purpose, that might be bigger than the other problem that you had. I feel like it all comes together, but it all brings out a whole new thinking pattern and a bunch more questions to be answered. And looking at my own situation, something I've been scared of and afraid of a long time in my life is a fear of failure. And some people on Twitter actually said that, and it's, once again, it made me maybe not feel good per se, but it made me realize that people actually have the same issues and the same problems that I had back in the day. Now, my biggest fear is not so much, not taking action. Well, that might actually, that actually is probably my biggest fear as of yet. I feel like it's very, very easy to just wait it out. Instead of, doing something, okay, I'm going to try this. And, the fear of failure is there. So instead of like, oh, if I do this, I might fail. But if I don't do it, I'm not going to fail. So I'll be safe, right? And I feel like a lot of people actually play it safe. And I've been doing that for a very, very long time in my life. Whether it be with girls, whether it be in school, whether it be work life, relationship, anything goes. I feel like I have always taken the safe road instead of actually, I'm just gonna jump out on go out on a limb here and just do this one thing, which brings me to the next part of this is that what am I doing with my life? So what is the next step in my life? And I've been talking with a good friend of mine, Ludwig, aka Drop. You may have seen it in some gameplays and in my streams. We've been talking back and forth about going to America next year to study. What we're gonna study and where we're gonna study is still unclear. It is neither here nor there. But we both want to do something. We both want to get out in the world and experience whatever we're looking for. We want to get new perspectives, and we want to, as I said, kind of move on with life. I feel like I have a very, very good life, and people are gonna be bothered by what I'm saying now. People are gonna be like, you live the best life ever. You do YouTube videos, you stream, you have an audience, you have it made for you. And I'm not disagreeing with this, but what you gotta realize is that I don't know if this is my calling. All I know is that I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the heck out of everything that has happened to me, every experience, every person I've met, everything that has happened, I'm very, very grateful for. But I feel like, when am I going to take the next step? And what is the next step? Because it's all very different. Someone say, oh, you're going to take another step into, the direction that you're taking now with, entertaining people. That's where you're going to take your next step. Or somebody else might say, no, you're going to leave that. Now you've done that. Now you're going to move over to this thing. And this scares me because I don't really know what my next step is. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go, and I feel like I need to know. I feel like I need to know this. I feel like I want to have everything clear for me that, okay, this is going to happen, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to succeed, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to do this, and this, and this, and this is going to lead to that. And I feel like everything needs to be, like, planned out. And this is how my brain works. This is how messed up my brain works sometimes. And I get very panicky. I get very, very panicky, and that is I'm not bullshitting you or trying to put up a front. That is actually something that scares me a lot, and that is probably my biggest fear, is that I don't know where life is gonna lead. So one might say, okay, Orb, we've established this is your biggest problem. What are you gonna do now? And there's not really much I can do. My own mindset right now is just, I'm gonna take it one step at a time, and I'm not gonna be afraid to experience things in life. I'm not gonna let that hold me back. I'm going to go to America next year. I've made that my goal, whether that be to study with a friend or study alone. I made up my mind that next year I'm going to go to America to study. I've made up my mind that it's going to happen. Nothing, because there's a lot of fears about that too. There's like, oh, well, like you're gonna go there all on your own. You're gonna travel from small Sweden to big America. Like, what are you gonna do there? You're gonna like make new friends, and what if I don't make friends? Like, there's a lot of, that's not really a big fear of mine, to be honest. But obviously there comes a lot of questions with it, and a lot of doubts. Let's be honest, a lot of doubts. But I'm still not ready to just play it safe anymore, and that is something I'm happy about. I feel like I've actually progressed as a human being. I feel like I've actually moved forward, and I'm actually thinking about the bigger picture. If that is not deep enough, I feel like I want to learn new things. I want to experience new things, and playing it safe is not really something I want to do anymore. And I feel like it's such a weird thing to talk about, because as I'm saying these things, as I'm talking about it, it sort of comes up like new fears, like, oh wait, that is your biggest fear. What about this thing? It's I think I have more fear. I think my mind is way more messed up than I think. And when I actually start thinking about it, I get way panicky and way like depressed, because I realize that, oh shit, I have a lot of fears and I have a lot of things that I'm, you know, not super excited about. Let's just put it like that. But anyways, without me rambling on too much, this is pretty much my biggest fear and something I've been thinking about a lot. Please let me know in the comments section below, what is your biggest fear and why? And if you want to be humorous, that's absolutely fine. If you want to be deep and serious, that's fine as well. If you don't want to put it as a comment, you can feel free to send me a message. If you just want to vent, that is absolutely fine. So definitely go ahead and do that. But yeah, guys, with that said, I wish you a continued incredible day, and I hope I haven't ruined your I don't know. Hope I haven't ruined your mind with this whole topic of conversation. But yeah, that is going to be everything, guys. So yeah, have an incredible day. I will see you when I see you later. Bye.